By this point, chances are you've seen some of the debug logs included with Snap Creator. These debug logs are very helpful during troubleshooting as they get down to the deep and dirty of what Snap Creator is doing. Sometimes though, if you're having a really thorny problem, the best thing to do is actually run Snap Creator in debug mode. This outputs that information directly to the screen before it's captured in the log file. So the first thing we're going to do is run Snap Creator server in debug mode. So on my Snap Creator server, I'm in my Snap Creator directory. I'm going to go ahead and take a snapshot, but this time I'm going to do it in debug mode. So a typical command that you would enter looks like this: Snap Creator -- profile domino, the name of your profile, -- action snap, what we want Snap Creator to do, in this case take a snapshot, -- policy daily, I'm going to use the daily policy, and -- config Tampico. I'm going to use my Tampico config. When you run Snap Creator with this command, this is what it looks like. Once Snap Creator is done, it returns you back to the command line. No information appears. The next level is essentially the same command, but we add -- verbose to it. This looks more like what you may have seen in the command section of the Snap Creator GUI. There's a fair bit of information here, but still it's pretty much just the basics. To run this in debug mode, we just add the command debug to the end of what we already have. Now note that you want to use debug in conjunction with verbose. If you only use debug, you'll only see the debug information. So to get the most detailed level of logging on screen, run Snap Creator with -- verbose -- debug. So that's Snap Creator in debug mode, which is helpful, but all of this information is really captured within the log file. Where this really becomes valuable is when we pull the agent into it. So the first thing we're going to do in the Snap Creator agent is run the command scagent status. This is going to tell me that the Snap Creator agent is currently running, so I'm going to stop it. Now that the Snap Creator agent is stopped, I'm going to change directories to where I'm in the base of the scagent directory within the Snap Creator installation. And I'm going to run the command snap creator -- start - agent, and again verbose debug. Optionally, if you need to start Snap Creator on a different port, so if you want to run the Snap Creator agent on port 9999, just enter the port number there. If you've already configured the Snap Creator agent to use a specific port number, it will use that port number by default, or it will use the default port of 9090. So we'll start the Snap Creator agent, and you can see here that we're listening on the built-in default port of 9090. Now I'm going to switch over. I'm going to load my lindom8 config file and take a snapshot. So I switch back over to my agent and I'm running in debug mode, which allows me to see what is happening on the agent as it happens. Now this becomes important in certain circumstances because if something happens to break the communication between the agent and the server, that information cannot be logged with the server because the communication was broken. So in this instance, as I look at the debug log, I see here that I'm calling my Domino plugin and I've got an error code, do not run as root. One of the requirements for the Domino plugin is you cannot run it as root, and that's because you cannot run Domino itself as root. The end result of this is that we end up with a segmentation fault. Snap Creator cannot be run as root because Domino cannot be run as root, therefore it exits the program. If I don't know this beforehand, if I don't read the documentation, I'm going to be very confused as to why my Snap Creator agent is just quitting on me. And it's going to frustrate me. I'm not going to know why. That information is here in this debug log. So all I need to do in this instance is go back, stop my agent, which in this case it faulted, so don't really need to do anything. Change users to my domino user. Restart the Snap Creator agent. Again, I'm going to start it in debug mode. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to try to take a snapshot again. This time when I go back to the Snap Creator agent, I can see here where I'm quiescing my applications and unquiescing. This shows me that the agent is working properly, and I found information within the debug mode that I would not otherwise have found. This works in Windows as well. The key to getting it to work in Windows is often Snap Creator is started as a service in Windows. So you have to go to your Service Manager, find your Snap Creator agent and server services, and if necessary, stop the associated service. In this case, I've stopped my agent, so I can now load up the command line, change directories to where Snap Creator is installed, then change to where the agent is installed, and then run Snap Creator -- start agent -- verbose -- debug. This starts the Snap Creator agent on Windows in debug mode. All I have to do is go back to my Snap Creator GUI and run my snapshot. Just once you're done, be sure that you restart your service. This completes Snap Creator troubleshooting using debug mode.